Yeah, we love these 3 game weeks. We love training because as coaches you get chances to get better and try to work on this, that, but nothing's better than game day. Nothing's better than that game day at home where we've been pretty good. I think it's 12 unbeaten in our building. And I've said it, when we're at home, our fans, you can put them as the best in the league. Their knowledge, the energy, the way they get behind the guys in the right moments. They let us know when we need a goal and the noise they make. So we're excited to get back home with a chance for 50 points, which is a big number. So we're excited for what's coming Saturday night.
And Coach, what challenges do you expect Toronto to come at you with this weekend?
Well, listen, Toronto, they're versatile. They can move you around. They're good in possession. They're good in transition. Bernadeschi, Insigne, if there's out there, Jonathan Osorio. They have national team players all over the place. Richie Larea. How do they ultimately line up? They've done some different things, but they're organized. They're well coached. I mean, it's another big challenge that we'll have to be at our best, but we'll be up for it. It's not a team that we typically see, Eastern Conference team, but we have a lot of respect for them, and we'll need to do that. But I think it's going to be mostly about us, how we show up, the energy we put into the game, the commitment to the tactics, the commitment to running hard at altitude. I've seen it. When we commit to that, we're hard to beat.
Buenos días, coach, ¿cómo está? Sabemos que el partido del miércoles fue pues bastante difícil, no hubo, el equipo parece que se vio algo lento, ¿no? En la mitad de la cancha. ¿Cómo va a tratar de arreglar esto vaya para el partido de mañana?
Muchas palabras aquí. Más despacio, más despacio.
Perdón.
Sí, miércoles, ayer. Más importante es mañana. Pero Kansas City es un buen equipo, muy organizado, calidad, especialmente en ellos casa. Pero pasado.
Ya pasó.
Pasó. Pues mañana en casa jugamos bien, siempre en casa. Los aficionados, siempre aquí, pasión, energía y calidad. Siempre es posible, corremos mucho en altitud para... my Spanish, emocionado. We're very excited para mañana.
Did you have an update on Lawless injury, and how did Reggie Cannon, what did he show you on Wednesday?
Reggie Cannon, en español o inglés? No, I'm kidding. No, he's coming again. Ataque. Reggie shows his quality, I think, the other night. Even it's not the debut we want for him here, but I think he shows his savviness, intelligence, his versatility by playing on the left, his experience to come into that game and just do a job. So we were maybe it's a bright spot on the night that we get some minutes for him to try to ramp him up. Lawless was in training today, full. Couple of little items left to check off for concussion protocol, but he's looking pretty good. In saying that, I really was happy with Mikey Edwards. He scores a goal, but more important that he shows up the other night. We took 30 shots or so, but he really was up for it. I think he committed to what we were asking. He was aggressive. He remained himself, which is always what we want for the players. So, but we'll be also happy if Lawless is back available.
Did you have a lot of emphasis on the homegrown when you decided to sign to coach for the Rapids? And Yappy scored his first, Edwards scored his first, Sam Vines came back after a little slump, and now he's doing a lot better.
Well, the answer is yes to your question, but do I like working with Keegan Roosevelt, Lawless Abubakar, Maxu, Zach Steffen, the older players? Yes. It's important that you have to have experience in a team that have experience in playoffs, experience in international competition. That you need guys like that to make a team good. However, I enjoy coaching young players. They're always hungry, oftentimes hungry, open, moldable. They can run. They oftentimes don't really come with huge egos. Again, it's coaching egos is not difficult to coach those guys. But who wants to coach that? Like arrogant, complacent, I know better. So, young players here, I do enjoy that, and I think it is what makes our team very good. You know, Cole Bassett is a good example. Ali Laraz, a really good example. But the Yappies, the Seb Andersons, the Jackson Travis, you can see that they've all gotten reps. Mikey, Edwards. I'm not afraid to play young players because they are part of what makes us good. And it's a big part of why I took this job. They offered it to me, but they believe that I could be a guy that can push these guys and help develop. And I think I've done that. But this was an exciting job for so many reasons, and the young players, the quality young players, the quality young people, the human beings was a big lure.
And Coach, can you kind of just speak on the shifting in the back line over the last month or so, Moist departing, maybe some injuries here and there, and kind of how you think some players like Jackson, like Mike, have stepped up to the plate?
Well, listen, you know, it's some of the ways that young players, you know, Jackson gets a chance. You know, when you have a Sam Vines, you know, sometimes it's international, sometimes it's just rotation, sometimes it's injury. You know, and in our case, you know, Sam Vines took an injury in Philadelphia in the League's Cup, opens the door for Jackson. You know, we don't hesitate because in those moments you can put other guys there. You can put center backs over there. You can put a righty on the left in moments. We said no, it's no hesitation, Jackson Travis. He's our left back cover. Let's give him a chance. So I think, you know, the young players, I truly believe they don't let you down. They don't. They make mistakes. So do the older guys. They don't let you down because they go for it, and that's not failure. If you're trying to do something and it doesn't work, that's not failure to me. It's when you're hiding, you know, and you don't even go after it. So, listen, there's been some shifting because of Moise Bombito, because Sammy gets hurt. We add Reggie Cannon to the roster. Again, the experienced defender, right back, can play left back, can also play center back. Of course, Lawless gets a little bit of the concussion, bang, opens the door for Mikey Edwards. So as much as, I mean, these guys are like my children. I promise you that their pain, I feel it. You know, which at the same time, I quickly can get behind the other guy, the Mikey Edwards, right? We love Lawless, but it's quickly right behind Mikey. And I'm just hoping that he does great. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow you could see some young guys out there. My hope and my prayer always is like, I just want them to play good. Because for me, that's the reward for any player. I thought it was winning. It's not. For me, the best reward for a player is to play well. Of course, the winning is great. But you can lose sometimes. And if that player plays good, you look in the mirror at night, you know you showed up on the night, that's a big reward for a player. And that's what I hope, especially for the young guys, because they haven't had all the reps of that.
Coach, lots of discussion about you for Coach of the Year, and of course just one win away from becoming the most winning coach in club history during their first season. What do you attribute that to?
I attribute the success here so many things, honestly. But coaches don't play the game, you know, the players. I have a attentive, hungry roster. And some days they drive you crazy. Some days are hard days like the other day. But for the most part, we've had a consistently hard to play against team that goes after it. We've scored lots of goals. We're a team that's together, and we attack. So I attribute it to, you know, honestly, like that team's in place because of Poirier Smith. Let's be honest, right? He's had to make tough decisions in the offseason. He's cleaned up the roster a bit. He's given me a group to work with. I think the players get a lot of credit because the demands are high around here. Tactically, technically, physically, emotionally, we push them to be bigger, to be more, to run more, to stand tall, to battle the demons of nerves and pressure. They get a lot of credit. And honestly, I'd say the guys I have around me, my coaching staff, I ask a lot of them, and they oftentimes there's not a lot of days off here and there. They're doing okay. They drink plenty of coffee. They relax. They get workouts in, but I push them hard. But I'm, as a coach, can you do it all? Probably not. Do you want to do it all? No. I have a really nice support staff. And if I'm in that equation, I think I've brought really good leadership to this thing. I think I've given this ship direction. I think I set the standards around here, and I'm not afraid to hold people to it. So if I have to be part of that, I think it's been a really good year for all of us. And to finish, though, we have a lot to do. We're hungry. I'm hungry as hell to deliver for this, for our fans, and for all the people I just mentioned, to honor the people that brought me here. I feel indebted that I have to deliver for my bosses. There's not a better thing. My kids over here, if I could see the look on their faces, I always see it when they win. There's nothing that I'd want to do more for them and for my coaches. So, yeah, appreciate that. But we have a lot of work to do because there's more for us.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Coach.
guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.